flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Persing?
Here.
Kramer? Reichner? Henry? Eister?
We're going to do things a little out of order here because we don't get the opportunity to talk about positive things all the time at these meetings, as we're well aware of. But tonight we clearly are. We have some other guests that are going to be over here in a second too. But tonight we're here to honor the Shikellamy Braves bowling team that ended up fourth in nationals in Tennessee. Quite an achievement, girls, and thank you very much for representing our community and being part of that. I don't know how many times, I don't know how many years they've had nationals or where it came about, but it's a huge success, and it's a positive thing for Shikellamy School District in the city of Sunbury, and I'm sure you will hear from others here in a couple of minutes. I'm not going to read all this because I've done enough of these to know that you end up with debates between the next four of us. We're all going to be talking about the same stuff, but I do. There's one thing that I can do that none of these other people can do, and that is to hereby proclaim that July 10th, 2017 as Shikellamy Girls Bowling Team in the city of Sunbury, and urge all citizens to congratulate the team and cheer them on to a successful 2017-2018. That I can do. Congratulations. I'm going to give you that as the coach, and I'm sorry, who's the other guy? Bill, congratulations. I'll get out of your way.
Okay. Hi, my name's Slade Schreck. I'm on the Shikellamy School Board, and I thought we needed to recognize these girls other than just the fire truck ride after states. And so I got thinking, what could we do? So I contacted all these people, and Dave was more than happy to let us do it during this meeting to recognize you eight girls and the coaches. I'm not going to forget you, Bill, because you were there for the whole season. Good national. So we felt that this needed to be done. You needed to be recognized throughout the state from the state people. Okay. So basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to have everybody come up and present their certificates. Probably give them all to Coach Durr there. But I'm going to have you stand up. I'm going to call your name, and I don't know who all of you are, so that's why I'm using the paper, because I don't want to. So, by the way, there's only one senior on this team, and she graduated. But first off is Kristen Durr. She's a sophomore. Stand up, please. Yes. Herman, she's a junior. She's a freshman. Ashley Herman, she's our young senior. Katie Nauer, freshman. Karen Oates, sophomore. And basically what I have here is basically what you're going to hear from all of them. This one's from the governor, Tom Wolf. Of course, he wasn't able to make it, kind of the budget thing they're working on. So, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your first place finish in the Pennsylvania State Bowling Championship and fourth place finish at the National High School Bowling Championship. Throughout your outstanding season, you have demonstrated perseverance, extraordinary talent, and a commitment to teamwork. Balancing academics and athletics, as you have successfully done, imparts vital experience that will serve you well as you progress through life. I am confident you are filled with pride when reflecting upon your exceptional season. This pride is felt not only among the Sunbury community, but throughout the entire Commonwealth. Your ability to come together and compete has earned your recognition across the nation. You have upheld Pennsylvania proud tradition and extraordinary athletic achievement, and I am certain that your determination and passion will inspire others for years to come. As Governor and on behalf of all the citizens of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I am honored to recognize your triumphant achievements. Please accept my best wishes for continued success. Governor Tom Wolf, 2017. Jeff Cole from Linda Schlegel-Culver's office. Come up next.
Thank you. I'm Jeff Cole, and I'm from Representative Linda Schlegel-Culver's office. She planned to be here tonight, but unfortunately she's still in Harrisburg in session on the budget, as Slater mentioned. But she wanted me to send along her congratulations. This is certainly impressive for you here from Shikellamy School District and representing our area, making it to the state championship and as well as finishing 4th nationally. I know how hard bowling is. In fact, the last time I was out bowling, I scored a 297. Now, it took me 3 games to get there. So I'm just going to read, not the whole thing, but just a brief snippet here at the end of the citation. The House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania pays tribute to the members and coaches of the Shikellamy High School girls bowling team, as well as all those who assisted them upon their well-deserved recognition and championship wins. Acknowledges their investment of skill and effort in competing on a level which demands perfection, extends best wishes for every future success and personal fulfillment. So on behalf of State Representative Linda Schlegel-Culver and the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, I have a citation for each of you athletes, as well as Coach Durr, and then there's one also here for the school if they want to put it on display for you. So congratulations.
Next, we'll have the Mayor of Northumberland, Lenny Zabori. Thanks, Jeff.
Somebody said to me downstairs, what's the mayor of Northumberland going to a Sunbury City Council meeting? I said, with all the detours in the borough, I got lost. I just want to say that through all my years of public service, these are the pleasurable things. These are the things that we really like to do. We hear a lot of complaints, we hear a lot of things that people come and they don't want to help us and they want to complain, but we're very proud of you young ladies and Coach. So what I'd like to say is, whereas the Shikellamy High School girls bowling team won the PIAA state championship and proceeded to place 4th at the U.S. High School Bowling Foundation National Championship. Whereas the Shikellamy High School 2017 girls bowling team consisted, I'm going to read the names again because you ladies deserve it. Kristen Durr, sophomore. Ashley Pfister, junior. Hope Heller Herman, junior. Sierra Pahowick, freshman. Ashley Wortman, senior. Sydney Knauer, freshman. Aaron Oakes, sophomore. Barb Herman, freshman. Whereas the Shikellamy High School girls bowling team has exhibited the basic tenets of sportsmanship. Now therefore, I, Leonard M. Zabori, Mayor of the Borough of Northumberland, as representative of the citizens of Northumberland, do hereby issue this proclamation recognizing their accomplishment and pursuit of excellence. Sincerely, Leonard M. Zabori, Mayor, July 10th, 2017. Lost going home.
Okay, next we're going to have County Commissioners Rick Schock and Sam Chickaham.
Seems like everybody's rushing here, so I've been a coach for 40 years, gals. I actually coached at Shikellamy. I coached Mrs. Kramer's 2 boys and one of your school board members, Jeff Walters, back in those days. But I don't know if people realize the amount of work you had to put in to get to where you're at. As a coach, we're happy with a league championship or a district championship, but you guys went beyond that. State championship and nationals. I can't imagine the time, and you know, we're sitting here and the hours that you had to put in to get to that level. I mean, it's just a great honor for your coaches and you, and I mean, as a coach, I know the amount of time you did, and you're all youngsters, that you can do it again next year. I don't want to put no pressure on the coach. but it's an honor for us to present these to you, and the hard work you did, I just want to congratulate all of us.
I'd like to congratulate you as well, and I also can appreciate the hard work. I know Jeff gave his score the last time he was out bowling. He did a little better than me. I think the last time I was out bowling, I slipped trying to kick my foot back and probably sprained my wrist. So I get it. The commissioners have put together this proclamation. We have one that you can have in the trophy case if you choose to put it there at the school, but then we have one for each of you young ladies. So it reads as follows, and I have to, I forgot my reader, so I'll have to bring it back here to read. But whereas the Shikellamy Girls Bowling Team has brought recognition to the city of Sunbury by winning the state bowling championship in March of 2017 with a record of 26-2. And whereas the Braves then traveled to compete in nationals in Smyrna, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Tennessee, where they placed 4th in the nation. Whereas the success of the bowling team is due to great effort put forth by team members who committed themselves to producing their best for Shikellamy High School and to the dedication of coaches Bill Snyder and Mark Durr. And whereas the girls bowling team consists of 8 outstanding team members, namely Ashley Wortman, Ashley Pfister, Hope Heller Herman, Kristen Durr, Erin Oakes, Sierra Pahowick, and Sydney Nauer, and Barb Herman. Now, therefore, we, the Northumberland County Commissioners, do hereby recognize the accomplishments of the Shikellamy High School girls bowling team and congratulate them on winning the state bowling championship and their 4th place national standing. We wish each team member the very best in their athletic, academic, and lifetime endeavors. Congratulations.
I guess the big day that they did bowling, they bowled for like, what, 10.5 hours? Something like that, something crazy. I can't imagine. You could take a shirt from the wall. And so there was basically, what, 30 teams, and you finished 4th out of the 30 teams, right? Okay. And we had 2 place in the top 25 out of the 248 bowlers. So that's pretty good. I mean, and all our girls finished like 150th or higher. That's pretty good also, out of the whole nation. So, with that being said, next up will be Peggy from Lou Barletta's office.
Thank you for inviting me, Slate, and the congressman would love to be here, but unfortunately he's stuck in Washington, D.C., not dealing with the state budget, but dealing with all of the stuff in Washington, just say that. But he did send along a letter and a certificate, but before I read it, and I am going to read it because I think you deserve to hear it publicly, I want to tell you something about your coach, about Mark. We've known each other since, what, kindergarten maybe, 1st grade, we went to school together. But my daughter graduated in 2013 from Selinsgrove High School, and she was on the bowling team. Excuse me. And she wasn't the best bowler, but she had some good games and some not so good games. But she would come over a lot to Strike Zone, and Mark would give her lessons. And he would help her. And that just meant the world to me, knowing that a competing school, their coach was that generous and that passionate about what he does, that he's willing to help anybody. So he's a great guy. Anyway, so the congressman says, Dear Shikellamy girls bowling team, I write to congratulate you and to honor you on a highly successful 2017 season. Your performance at the 2017 state championship, where you qualified 1st and won the state title at the Icebreakers tournament in Eastern Regionals, where you placed 3rd out of a highly competitive field, and at the PHAC championship, where you won with a 26-2 record, are just a few of your many accomplishments. Additionally, you capped your impressive season with strong performances among the nation's best high school athletes at this year's national team and singles tournament. These victories mark a well-deserved accumulation to your stellar athletic careers for each and every one of you. You should take tremendous pride in how you have represented Shikellamy High School, not just in your community, but also across the Commonwealth and nationwide. No doubt your coaches, William Snyder and Mark Durr, are proud of your success and outstanding sportsmanship. Kristen Durr, Ashley Pfister, Hope Heller Herman, Barb Herman, Sydney Knauer, Erin Oakes, Sierra Pahowick, and Ashley Workman, please accept my best wishes as you celebrate this achievement, and I look forward to hearing of more great accomplishments of your future endeavors. It remains an honor to serve you in the House of Representatives. All my best, Lou Barletta, Member of Congress. So there's that, and then he also sent along a certificate. It says Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to Shikellamy High School Girls Bowling Team in recognition of outstanding and invaluable service to the community, and it's dated today and signed again by the Congressman. So congratulations.
Unfortunately, Senator Bordner is down in Harrisburg also, so I'm sure there's something coming from India. So I'll get that to you. But ladies, thank you for representing us. We appreciate it.
Coach Mark, would you like a word?
Real quick. First off, I want to thank everybody. We certainly didn't really expect this, I don't think. But we had such an outpouring from the community to even have a chance to go to nationals. So we really want to thank everybody that was a part of that. There's obviously a lot of fundraising. There's a lot of different businesses and people that made that trip very memorable for the whole team. We just definitely want to thank the whole community. Hopefully we made everybody proud. I think we did. A few pins short at the end of being in the championship match, but it was a nice run by us, and I'm really proud of the girls. It does take a lot to get there, and they did a really good job. But again, the community was a big part of that. We really appreciate the support that we had from everybody this year. So thanks a lot.
You're all more than welcome to sit here for the next hour and listen to me. We'll take maybe a 1 or 2 minute break if you want to float out the door though somewhere.
Thanks, guys.
I did go bye. Actually, that's real
Congratulations. You're welcome. I didn't recognize you out there without your glasses.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
You in Jamaica? Where'd you go? I like that better in Jamaica. What resort were you at? We were at Ocean.
It's like a church.
I want to take care of one thing before we get down through, and that's the hiring of another full-time police officer, just so we're back, saying it correct. If I could get, I want to make that form of a motion, and we can take over for Officer Blaze, who is officially leaving.
Ister? Persing?
Yes.
They'll take you right up.
Come over this way, sir. All right. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Christopher Duvat.
I, Christopher Duvat,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey and defend the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and I will discharge
and I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Chief, any comments?
Just for members of the audience that don't know any background about Mr. Devon, he comes to us from West Virginia. He's a sheriff's deputy down there. He tested, did very well in the testing process, has went through the hiring phases, and it's highly recommended. We're lucky to have him, and he'll be starting here after the first of next month, shortly after. So we welcome him to Sunbury, and we're looking forward to putting him out on the street and keeping us safe. So,
Congratulations again.
August 7th is official starting date. Okay, as we get into this, we have some new rules and regulations we're going to take care of right now. This is effective this evening. Resolution. Whereas the City Council of the City of Sunbury acts as a legislative body and holds the responsibility of setting city policy, including policy and procedures regarding public comment at public meetings. Whereas the City Council of the City of Sunbury wants to hear from the members of the public whom they were elected to serve by providing multiple opportunities for the public to exercise their freedom of speech in city matters. Whereas the City Council of the City of Sunbury seeks to provide a policy that requires proper decorum to be observed during the public comment period by members of City Council, the administration, city staff, speakers, and the public. Whereas the City Council takes the following actions. Therefore, it is hereby resolved as follows. The Sunbury City Council hereby adopts the following rules for public comment at City Council meetings. There are 2 public comment periods on the agenda of each City Council meeting. The first provides an opportunity for members of the public to comment on agenda items prior to legislation action being taken by the City Council. The second public comment period is held at the end of the agenda and is reserved for any additional matters to be brought to the attention of City Council. B. Speakers addressing City Council during the public comment periods will be asked to state their name and address for the meeting record. If a group of citizens wish to comment on an issue and or topic, they are asked to select one spokesman to speak on behalf of the group of organization. C. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes, and each speaker is limited to 1 issue and or topic per evening. The mayor, or in his absence the vice mayor, has the discretion to allow the speaker to continue beyond the allotted time or may ask the speaker to summarize or conclude his or her remarks. D. Speakers shall make every attempt to keep their comments concise and focused upon the item under consideration, shall avoid repetition of the comments of previous speakers on the item. The purpose of public comment is to provide information and the speaker's views for City Council consideration. It is not an opportunity for members of the public to question City Council members or city staff. It is not a debate, and public comment speakers should not expect a back and forth exchange with council members. Any questions raised by a speaker do not have to be answered by council members. The issue or topic may be designed to a council member or city department for appropriate follow-up. E. Proper decorum must be observed during the public comment period by members of City Council, the administration, city staff, speakers, and the public. Speakers shall refrain from abusive or profane remarks, disruptive outbursts, protests, threats, or other conduct that disrupts or interferes with the orderly misconduct of the business of the meeting. Personal attacks on City Council members, administration, city staff, other speakers, or members of the public will not be tolerated. No audience responses such as clapping or oral comments are allowed. F. If any inappropriate comments are made, the mayor will call the speaker out of order. If the speaker does not immediately stop speaking, the mayor will call a 5-minute recess. Inappropriate actions after the recess may constitute removal from the meeting. A copy of the rules of the public comment at City Council meetings shall be available upon request in the City Clerk's office and shall be available at each public meeting. The rules of public comment at City Council meetings shall become effective immediately past this 10th day of July 2017. That is my nomination. I need a second.
Second.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ister? Persing?
Yes. Okay, so right now we need approval of minutes of the reports of the Fire Department, Treasurer, Engineer, Code Office, Health Department, Public Works, Planning Commission.
I'll make that motion.
Henry?
Yes.
Ister? Persing?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
All right, so audience comment. Any audience comment on the agenda that's printed before you? Joe?
I just have one comment. I noticed there's no recreation report yet. Jim, are we any closer to getting one of those? Or?
I'll look into that, John.
Okay, thanks.
Somebody else have your hand up here? Yes, ask me to identify yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't look for you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Regina Russell, community activist.
Will you stand up, please?
Will the resolution also, will City Council be abiding to the resolution that is being put forth to the public? Will that apply to you as well?
That's the new law, yes.
Thank you.
Any other comments? No CDBG tonight, redevelopment authority. We meet next week. Anybody here from SRI? Authority? Okay, we're moving around. Chester Street Phase 2 project.
Yes, we're moving along. They're tied into the gut right now for stormwater, and between 5th and 7th Street. Probably by the end of this week, we'll be backfilling, getting ready to get closer to be paving that area, get that buttoned up and move on.
Second reading adoption, 2015 IPMC. Rick.
Whereas the City Council of the City of Sunbury continues to update and modernize the code and enforcement ordinances, and whereas the City Council recognizes that it is in the best interest of the city to adopt the 2015 International Property Maintenance Code. Therefore, it is ordained as follows. The language of the Code of the City of Sunbury, Chapter 130-1 is deleted and the following language is substituted in its place. A certain document, a copy of which is in a file at the Office City Clerk's Office of Sunbury, being marked and designated as a 2015 International Property Maintenance Code, as published by the International Code Council Incorporated, is hereby adopted by the Property Maintenance Code as the Property Maintenance Code of the City of Sunbury and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for regulating and governing the conditions and maintenance of all property, buildings, and structures by providing the standards for supplied utilities and facilities and other physical things and conditions essential to ensure the structures are safe, sanitary, and fit for operation and use, and the condemnation of buildings and structures unfit for human occupancy and use, and the demolition of such existing structures as herein provided, providing for the issuance of permits and collection of fees therefore, and each and all of the regulation provisions, penalties, conditions, and terms of said 2015 International Property Maintenance Code on file in the office of the city clerk and hereby referred to, adopted, and made a part thereof, as if fully set out in this chapter with the additions, insertions, deletions, and changes, if any prescribed in section 132-2 of this chapter. I'll make that motion.
Persing?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Ister?
Dale, regulatory station.
Yes, I was notified probably 2 weeks ago at 2nd and Market Street. We met with the gas company. What the gas company is doing is they have a lot of low pressure lines that they call going into the houses and stuff like that. They're eliminating low pressure lines and going to what they call medium pressure. After they did a survey and study, if anybody's seen over here 2nd Market Street with the boxes, that's the only place that they can logically place it. So what the complex was there's a fuel oil tank down there for home heating, roughly 1,000-gallon tank. So we had another meeting this Friday with solicitor for Mike Kula. I couldn't make it. So what this actually affects the Chestnut Street and 4th Street project. They cannot take that low pressure line out of service until they have a medium pressure put in service. So Mike was there and he came up with the wording. What I'm looking to do is make a motion tonight. But what we're going to do is what I'd like to do is allow the gas company to go their work, take the tank out. The gas company will use their own hazard mitigation team to come and take it out. And then we'll have to, discuss the cost afterwards. So I don't know what it's going to cost. If worse comes to worse, it can be paid out of the fuels because it's street. So that's where we're at with that.
It has to be done.
Yes, correct. And like I said, it affects the Chester Street project. So I want to make it,
Do you want me to go
yes.
and read this quick? Okay. So the motion is to give UGI permission to proceed with removal of the underground oil tank at the northwest corner of the intersection of 2nd and Market Streets in order to install a medium pressure to low pressure regulator station at the site. And with regard to the underground tank removal, UGI will take the lead with regard to any DEP permitting and procedure. And given the time sensitivity of completing the work in order to be able to proceed with the Chestnut Street project, the City of Sunbury does not take responsibility for the cost of removing the abandoned tank at this time, but leaves the issue open for further discussion with UGI in the future.
Let me ask you, it's just an old 250-gallon tank, normal
No,
tank?
it's just a big one, it's about 1,000. Yeah, I'm saying it's 1,000. It's where those two boxes are, it expands out past that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank
But I don't know how long it's been there.
Did anybody contact the property owner?
Yeah, Mike Baladucci, who represents Mr. Bishop, he was at the meeting on Friday also. And he did a quick survey measuring things off the deed, and it's not even on their property. So, according to what he said.
On the deed.
On the deed, correct.
That doesn't mean though that the tank wasn't there for them though.
Well, he said, listen fellas, it wasn't our tank, we're not taking responsibility.
Well, make sure when they take the tank out, see which way the line goes.
Yeah.
Take photographs of it. It should go to their house.
At some point in time, that property used.
Yeah, because back then everything was doing it.
Okay, so we have a motion, need a second?
Second it?
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Eister? Persing?
Yes. Who are the pay invoices, Beth?
From the general fund, we have $127,000.23. I make a motion that we pay that.
Reichner?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Eister? Persing?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Tax exoneration, Beth?
Well, before we go there, there's another voucher that needs to be paid for the Princeton pools in the amount of $1,783. It was deleted and a voucher for New Willow in the amount of 210 was added. This gives us the adjusted total of $127,000. And for the tax exoneration, we have 4 people who are qualified. 1 is deceased, 2 are on SSI, and 1 was a duplicate bill. And I make a motion that we exonerate these people from their back taxes.
What about the other, the first one? On the back.
Oh, is there one in the back? I didn't see that. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Voucher report, it wasn't.
You just updated that.
Yeah, yeah.
So your motion is for tax exoneration?
Yes, for all of these people, most of which are deceased.
I'll second it.
Henry?
Yes.
Eister?
Yes.
Persing?
Yes.
Kramer? Reichner?
Yes.
The only thing we have in discussion, everybody has a packet of the City of Sunbury Norfolk Southern Community Light Removal Project. We're not really here to discuss it today. I just want to bring it to your attention. What I'd like to do is meet with all you guys over the next 2 weeks and maybe try to seriously address this on the 24th of the next meeting. I just want to try to ask that you look at this project as an opportunity. I know I've dealt with the railroad in a lot of projects in all the years I've been here, and there's nothing more powerful than the railroad in this country. So when you get an opportunity to be able to work to get anything accomplished with them, I think you have to take it seriously. And that's all I'm asking you guys, is to look at these for what they want and what we can get out of this with land swaps. I just think it's a huge impact on Blight. It's nothing that needs to be done this year, next year, or 5 years from now, but it would allow us to own